Total War.
And we are live, and the doors of the sanctum are open and unlocked for the week. Welcome, everyone, back to the Sanctum Sanctorum. I am your illustrious host, Widow Son. With me are two of my awesome co hosts, the Wanderer and Splicer87. And we are back on a normal day for once. I do apologize to the audience. Once again, my work schedule has been a little strange and will still be a little off, I guess, for the next couple of weeks. So I do apologize in advance. I hate disappointing you guys, not doing the show when we normally schedule it, but today we did get lucky, and we can do that. But it is good to be back. Last show was Thursday of last week with me and Splicer. It was strange not having Doc and Wanderer there, but I know he's got work, and Wanderer's being a big pimp up at college, borrowing typo negative shirts and shit. You never did send me a picture of that.
Oh yeah, dude. Fuck. I'll send that right now. Actually,
I wanted to see which one it is.
It's a really cool one. Actually, I can't remember. Oh fuck, which one was it again? It was comfy as fuck as well. I need to buy it.
Yeah, Wanderer, you pimp. Send him the goods.
Yeah. I mean, he's just up there, just Mac Daddy,
Yeah, fuck yeah. I can send you a photo of Splicer and Xander playing Fallout 76, and I downed Splicer at the right time, so it looked like he was fucking dogging.
Oh god!
Unless you already saw it on Twitter.
Can you see it that good in that one? No, not really.
Well, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and like the stream. It really helps us out. Hit that subscribe button, get the notification bell on. Come and join us. Hopefully back on our regular schedule, which is every Saturday, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. UK time. Next show is going to be an evening show with Splicer and myself, which will be this coming Friday. Friday, we'll have to discuss a time, probably somewhere between 5 and 5:30, but we'll get the time out to everyone. Doc is going to be late. So it is just us three. Gentlemen, how have you been? It has been quite a while since we've all spoken.
Splicer, you go first.
No rest for the wicked, my dudes.
Indeed.
It's been very, very busy here in my real life work schedule as well. But I'm pulling through, trying to make videos for spooky season. Doing my own thing, yeah.
You just got to keep living, man. LIVIN.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not too much, just pretty basic week. Just I'm trying to add more videos onto the schedule and just losing sleep over it, but it's fine. Go for it, Wanderer.
Wanderer.
Oh, yo, I'm here. I'm still trying to find a photo. I can't really get a good one. But,
Wanderer. Well, now, okay. And I'm really excited to talk to Wanderer right now, because I was actually scrolling through my Facebook the other day.
Wow, dude!
And there's a typo negative group on there that I belong to.
Yeah.
And somebody posted an advertisement for their Road Rage tour, which was Typo Negative, Coal Chamber, Full Devil Jacket, and the Deadlights.
Oh.
I saw that tour when I was in high school.
Yo.
That was the exact same tour. It wasn't the same location. I don't know where this one was, but I saw them in Memphis my senior year in high school, and on a school night.
Damn. Holy shit.
Did get home until like 2 o'clock in the morning and had to be up and at school by 10 minutes to 7 the next morning.
That sounds familiar.
Oh, I was exhausted, man. But but I saw that flyer and I immediately thought of you. I'm just like, I'll send you a picture of it. But yeah, it was Typo Negative, Coal Chamber, Full Devil Jacket, and the Deadlights. That was the second time I saw the Deadlights.
It's fucking epic.
Because the Deadlights actually opened for Typo Negative both times that I saw them live.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
So yeah, the first time I saw them, their record wasn't out yet, but they were throwing out. Yes, and this is going to show my age. So I have a feeling that there are going to be some snarky comments made here in just a moment.
I found it.
They were throwing out promo tapes, like singles with just like two songs, two of the same two songs on both sides.
Yeah.
And I caught one, and my best friend caught one, and I listened to it constantly.
Nice.
And when I saw them the second time, me and him were at the front, and they started playing those two songs, and we were literally singing them back to them. And like, I don't think anybody else in the crowd was, but us. And like, the guitar player just kind of wigged out, and he walked over to Duke, the front guy, and he pointed over at us, and he was like, "They're singing our shit, man." But yeah, I saw that flyer, and I immediately thought of you. I was just like, man, I know he'll hate me, but
Fuck yeah.
Oh, you do hate me?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Because I got to see him and you didn't?
I just hate everybody, man. I've just
No,
got this burning fucking hatred inside my heart that I can't seem to quench.
Wanderer's gonna like start like wearing corpse paint and listening to nothing but Norwegian black metal and like fuck the world and all this shit.
Apparently, somebody I tweet. Actually, it's Missy Ann. You know Missy Ann?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, somebody apparently made a diss track on her. I'm gonna ask for the link because I want to. I'm not gonna leak it, obviously, but I want to hear this shit.
I no.
What?
Missy Ann is a wonderful lady, and I've talked with her a little bit here and there. Need to get her to come on and join us sometime.
Oh, fuck yeah.
She is an amazing lady.
Bro, how about that new art for the show?
Yeah, I was just about to say that new banner is fucking stellar.
Fucking nice, man.
I'm kind of curious though. Why is Splicer's robe a different color?
Good question.
I was just a little curious about that. I was like
his is black sheep of the group.
No, dude, the whole face thing. I think I told Wanderer that it kind of made you look like Cobra Commander.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I don't know where I drew inspiration of that. I think I was just like, yeah, I wanna go for like this classic like late 20th century comic book villain look for Splice's guy, and I was like, this is kind of a cool design idea. Have like the top of the 8 be the eyepiece and shit.
Yeah.
As for the different robe color, I think I wanted to make it kind of fit with the 87 on his face. So I was like, yeah, silver might be a good touch for that, or like white.
Mm-hmm. I like the little 87s across the top.
Yeah, that was another thing. I wanted to kind of keep the kind of style I started with the original designs, where I put various Masonic and just various different symbols around the rim of the hood for both Widow's Son and Doc and their designs. And I basically just decided with yours to the 87 would obviously fit very well.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, this works. As for my guy, it was just like, fucking, I'll make my guy a fucking Slipknot guy who didn't make the cut. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, when I noticed the orange background on the art for like my picture here, I noticed that like Q had a similar background on his Discord picture.
Yeah. I used kind of a similar color palette for the background with what I did for Q's. Obviously, Q's not here anymore. Whether it'll be back or not, we do not know. But yeah, I thought the orange background works quite nicely with the characters. I did it with Doc's as well. Doc's PFP also has an orange background, but it's also got a desert in. So
Mhm.
I just thought it went nicely because one of the concepts I had was like a big explosion behind your guy. And I was like, yeah, that's cool.
Cool guys.
I
Don't look
just
at
I just looked at
explosions.
the shirt. That one's really cool.
Yeah, it had a couple of hair dye stains on because she dyes her hair in the in that shirt. But you know, it made it more authentic. It was cool.
Oh,
I do miss wearing that shirt.
you should offer to buy it from her.
I couldn't.
Well, then order you one already.
I do need to order one. Oh, Dumpkey and Cerno are talking in the general chat of my Discord.
Oh man, let's check.
I had a debate. Speaking of Discord, I had a debate with my friend about which Minecraft mob should win the Minecraft vote this year, and it got
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
fucking heated.
I had a guy at school because I work at a school. They literally told me that to vote for the column.
Yeah, dude. Oh, he knows what he's fucking talking about, man. Dude,
This
I
is the
want
guy
the
who hacked his
copper gold.
Chromebook. He hacked his Chromebook, put Minecraft on his Chromebook. That's cool. Yeah, whatever. I guess.
Chromebook, man.
You'll have to fix it.
Oh, they're selling.
Yeah, I'll
merch
just
for it.
refactor reset it. I can. He required me to like unblock the Linux like command line for him to do it.
No, no,
Mm-hmm.
no, no! Fuck! No!
But as soon as he was done with this thing, I blocked the Linux command line again, so no one else could recreate it. Because
The fucking
that's the last
ally
thing we
won.
need. What are you talking about?
The
You okay?
other mob, the golem didn't win.
I know, I saw that
Oh, I'm so
on
fucking
Twitter.
pissed.
I
I'm
don't really
fucking
keep
livid.
up with Minecraft these days, man.
I
Um,
am
maybe
fucking
I'm old.
livid. I'm gonna fucking scream. What?
You know, they could just add it in later.
They're adding tadpoles.
Okay, if they can add
Are
fucking
you
tadpoles,
about
they
to
can
have a
add
stroke or
a
something
copper
there,
golem.
Wander?
Like, it's not a big deal.
Good
They'll add it
lord,
later
man.
if they feel like
They
it.
are
Or,
adding fucking frogs.
dude, someone will just freaking mod it in for you. You'll be fine.
They are adding frogs.
Okay, who cares if they're adding frogs? You could.
Wanderer,
They're a
send
mod
this to my
Wanderer,
friend.
Wanderer,
I gotta
take a
send this
deep,
to my friend.
Oh my
Take-
god.
take a
Fucking
deep breath, man.
frogs, ribbit and stuff. Come on.
Yeah, man.
That's big.
I'm gonna send this to my Discord kitten. I mean, my friend Oliver.
He's hopping over the freaking Discord like a frog.
He has a pet toad,
That's not a frog.
but it's like close.
There's a
It's like an
difference between a
amphibian.
frog and a toad.
They're just built different.
There's mud. Are they added mud huts? Oh, that's really
Mud
cool.
huts. I could now live in a dirt house. Not being made
Mangrove
fun of.
swamp, dude. That's like fucking Dagobah from Star Wars.
Take a box.
So cool.
What? So who is ready for Halloween?
Oh man, spooky season.
I'm working on
Full swing.
Halloween.
Are you? Yeah. Well, no. Actually, I just got Halloween off. I remember you told me you had to work. Man, that's some shit, dude.
I work at a school. Easy.
Yeah, but Halloween's on a Sunday.
Well, still.
Like, I think I'm just working the morning, but I think it's a long shift. So I should hopefully be able to make it.
Because we're definitely going to do a show on Halloween since I'm off that day.
We'll figure
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, but we'll get the time settled around here shortly. So so speaking of Halloween, Splicer, you had interesting homework this week.
I did. Horror movies.
Yes, because we are going to rattle Splicer's brain with good old fashioned horror movies. Apparently he got a little frightened while watching.
I would
this
not say it was straight frightened. I was on like the edge of my seat though, I would say, just to like see what's gonna happen next. It wasn't really like a terror thing though. I don't get jump scared as easily as you might think.
So, I haven't sent you some classics yet.
Yeah.
I'm
that'll get
tempted
me
to
going.
I'm tempted to tell you to scrap. Well, you can watch Devil's Rejects. I'd love to see what you think about that one.
Can do.
But I think I've got a good idea for your next one. might freak you out just a little bit. So I'm going to try to make them a little more intense as we get closer to Halloween. So you watched House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yes. I only watched this one time.
Wanderer, have you seen that?
I've never seen that. No.
You good?
Just
Me?
unplugs his mic in anger.
I thought you just threw your mic down in anger.
Oh no, I cut it off so I could clear my throat.
Okay.
If you hear it click, yeah, like Mister, I'm gonna cough in the mic over here.
Calls down freaking Zeus. Thunder. He's outside. He told me.
Yes, I'm summoning the wind today.
Summoning the wind. He's the last airbender.
The elements are at my disposal.
Widow's Son, the last airbender.
No, we actually
Yes,
I liked the movie. It was good.
Well, Wanderer doesn't really do horror movies.
Really?
I do, but I don't. I'm starting to get more into horror because I don't know if you've seen Squid Game, but Squid Game was pretty gruesome at parts.
No, I haven't watched that yet.
That blood.
I think you'd quite like Squid Game.
Me?
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Do you watch like anime and stuff?
Me?
Yeah.
The only anime I've ever really watched, I watched a little bit of DBZ when I was in college, and I've watched a little bit of Death Note, but that's about it.
Ah, okay. Well,
it's not really like an anime. It's just
Yeah, because it's real life.
Set in South Korea. That's basically what it is.
I'm definitely gonna check it out. Like, okay, I just finished Game of Thrones earlier this week.
Yeah.
Loved every single second of it. It was absolutely incredible.
You're so behind the times.
Well,
I've never watched Game of Thrones. So.
What?
Oh man, it's intense.
Wonder, I'm gonna buy you an HBO account so you can watch it.
Dude, there's a Last of Us series coming out.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That looks interesting.
Maybe.
No, but Game of Thrones was great. I absolutely loved it. The Battle of Winterfell. Oh man, I got so into that. I was sitting at work, and thank God nobody came in that night because I was sitting there watching it, and I'm just glued to my computer screen.
Oh man, we got to talk about the battle tactics of that.
We do.
There are some questionable battle tactics
there
in the Battle
is,
of Winterfell.
There are indeed.
You don't put your catapults on the front fucking line or the trebuchets. One of the two. You never do that.
Yeah. You also
don't send in your cavalry first.
I got a puffer fish. I'm fishing on Minecraft.
No. Another one is you have oil handy. When they were trying to light the trenches.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, you have an
woman instead.
Yeah, I'm like, you have an oil barrel sitting somewhere in that trench, and that way, that's the only thing you have to hit.
Not 10 minutes before that, though, she ignited all those guys as freaking, swords without touching them.
Right. Oh, and I can't remember the guy's name, but it was the guy with the eye patch, and he had the fire elemental sword.
Yeah.
Dude, that was kick ass. I'm just like,
but. The Baratheon guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stannis?
No. It was the guy with the eye patch. The one one that...
yeah, like the badass guy. Okay.
Yeah, he was the one that was always giving the hound shit.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing you don't do is you don't take off at a full... you take off at a full run, but try to be a little more stealthy when you're sneaking up on someone like you're going after. Because, he just straight turned around and he was just like, the fuck you think you're doing? Hey, everybody get up.
I'm really mad about that Melisandre thing, how they had to use her magic to light the fire.
Yeah, and the fact that it took so long.
Yeah, like she could literally just like hold a toothpick inside and just light the place up.
Exactly.
By that logic of hold one sword.
I think we've confused Wanderer at this point.
I'm sorry, Wanderer.
I'm just mining, bro.
And the dragons could do such a better job.
Oh man. Remember. Well, that's true, but remember, a fog had rolled in and they couldn't see.
That's
because remember the dragon. Well, remember the dragon was supposed to light the trench, and it couldn't see. So because Khaleesi couldn't see, they were signaling her to come and light the trench.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh man, what an intense battle though. It was amazing. I know. I'm like literally throughout the series, there were a lot of edge of your seat moments, but that for me was like the biggest one.
Dude, have you only seen it the one time?
What Wanderer?
Was it Splicer? I got a question for you.
Okay, sure.
Have you watched Star Wars: The Clone Wars?
Yeah, all of it. Every
nice. Would you say the Battle of Winterfell is more intense than the Battle of Umbara?
No.
Good. Widow Son, you need to check that out because the Battle of Umbara is fucking.
Okay, I'm gonna get on Squid Games. Like I said, I finished Game of Thrones earlier this week, and last night I've been watching Shameless, and they finally put the last season up on Netflix, and so for the last few days at work I've been watching that.
They added You as well.
What?
The show You on Netflix. They added the third season of it.
I haven't watched any of that.
It makes most people uncomfortable. It's about
Pedro
a stalker.
Dude,
Pascal. The Mandalorian is going to be Joel from The Last of Us.
Oh, cool. Good character. Kind of.
First game was pretty good.
The first game's very good.
I didn't look into the second one really, but the first one it blew me away.
It's good for the first playthrough, obviously.
Yeah. I remember watching PewDiePie play it. I watched PewDiePie and Markiplier play it like back in the day when it first came out, and it was really, really fucking cool.
Yeah,
I've been going back and watching a lot of his 3 Scary Game videos.
I resubbed to him because I was like, I gotta rewatch all of these fucking hilarious Five Nights at Freddy's moments.
You have a PS3 right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have your PS4 yet.
No, that is no longer occurring, so it's going to be a little bit longer than I expected.
Get an OG freaking copy of The Last of Us somewhere and play it.
I've played The Last of Us actually.
Yeah,
I played it on 360.
Oh, nice.
A friend of mine had loaned me his he wasn't using it, and he loaned me his 360 for a while. And one of the games I picked or he had was The Last of Us, and I played it. And The Evil Within was amazing.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I enjoyed the hell out of that game. Dishonored was fun.
I could never get into Dishonored.
Dishonored was great. Like one of the promotional things that they did for the game before it was released, or when it was being released, is they gave out a Dishonored style tarot deck. And a friend of mine worked at GameStop, and I just stopped in to see him one day, and he's like, "Hey, I got something for you." And he handed it to me, and I'm like, "Is this a fucking tarot deck for Dishonored?" He's like, "Yeah, I knew you'd want one."
That's really cool.
Let's see, what else did I play? Sniper Elite.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, you guys know me. I like World War II games because shooting Nazis and whatnot.
I'm still visibly confused that you said you played The Last of Us on an Xbox. It's a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah, I thought it was a PlayStation.
The Last of Us?
Yes, it's a PlayStation exclusive.
Maybe you're getting mixed up.
I may have them mixed up. I think I may have owned a copy at one point. I just don't remember. But I know that I have played it. I know that I have played it.
Yeah,
I have the remaster, like the first remaster, I guess, on the PS4.
Is it on PC yet? Is it coming to PC?
I don't know if it will. It should because of how well
Sterno says
journalists like too. But
Sterno says he started Assassin's Creed Revelations today. Sterno, did you go back and play the first Assassin's Creed? Like the very first one? Like I said, go in order because the backstory and everything will make a lot more sense.
I really do like the first game, even for its limited combat.
I still haven't started Rogue yet, and the reason I haven't is because
Bro.
Do you guys? Well, hang on. Do you guys ever do this? Like, if you buy the new game that just came out, do you ever go back and play the one before it just to get a feel for it again, and then play the new
played
one?
Fallout.
Huh?
It depends. I mean, for me, when I was younger, I definitely didn't do that. But if somebody says, like, if I say, yo, I'm wanting to test out this game, and somebody says, oh, I heavily recommend playing the first one, or like doing this first, because it'll make a lot more sense from a story point of view. And I'll probably do it nowadays. But back when I was like a kid, I didn't really care, because like obviously,
Yeah.
Fallout 4 was my first Fallout game, and Halo Reach was my first Halo. Though with Halo Reach, it does make sense for that to be my first one, considering it's literally a prequel. So.
But
Well,
still, yeah.
I'm because I know that Rogue comes after Black Flag, and I haven't played Black Flag in a long time. So I'm thinking maybe I need to go back and play Black Flag again before I play Rogue.
I mean, I would play Black Flag again just for the fun of playing Black Flag again.
Well,
That's, like, the
yes,
best
that's
one.
true. Well,
It's my favorite.
yes. I mean that is your opinion, sir, and you're more than welcome to it.
Okay, the
Um,
Ezio stuff, and whatever, what's his name? The main character, Miles,
Altair or no,
No.
Devin or
Desmond.
Desmond.
Yes, I love the Desmond stuff, but as soon as they got rid of it and made your character kind of a blank slate, they kind of just could take it and run with it. So whatever.
Honestly, I wish they had kept going with Altair.
Yeah,
Um,
I could probably go back to it someday.
well, the reason I'm saying that, I think it would have made a little more sense if they had kept going with Altair, and then maybe Ezio be brought in maybe 2 or 3 games later.
Mhm.
Like say you okay, I can also see the point because it was a different time period.
Yeah.
So I
The
mean,
whole-
I get that thing. I get that whole thing. So
Mhm.
I think they still should have made like the second game should have carried on with Altair at least a little bit further.
But yeah,
Um,
from a story perspective, though, like if you don't remember 4 that well, you like reach is exactly not reach Rogue is directly after Black Flag.
right.
Yeah,
My
it
So
is
that's-
Halo-ness is
playing.
invading your brains.
Well, see, that's why I was asking. Do you guys think maybe I should go back and play Black Flag before I play Rogue? I mean, obviously it's fun, and yes, I want to play it again.
I
Or
think
should
you're
I
supposed
just?
to be like the same character, like your faceless character you play in the Abstergo building.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're that guy still.
Well, no, I'm talking about like just the game itself.
Oh, the actual like fun part.
Well, yeah, like the whole steering the ship and singing the shanties and
Have you
shit.
played the DLC to Black Flag?
No, I have not.
Yeah, you need to buy that.
I usually
and play it.
well, I mean, I would like to, but
Plays Adewale.
I get that, but still at the same
You get to
time,
free the slaves, bro. It's a fun time.
well,
Oh man, it's worth it. I truly stand by that. I'm 100% in that game.
DLC is usually very worth it, so I do recommend.
I have 100% completion in Black Flag and the DLC.
I mean, now
gives
if
a
I
lot more-
find,
it gives
if
a
I
lot
find,
more,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
it gives a lot more like life to games that you haven't really played in a while.
It also
now-
makes Adewale's death make more sense.
Well, see, now now if I find free DLC stuff, I'll get it.
Mhm.
I just I put Red Dead Redemption in a while back, and it's just kind of started running through different things, and I went and checked, and there was a whole bunch of free DLC stuff, so I downloaded all of that. But for the other ones, like for Batman, I've checked for stuff for it, and they don't, still to this day, they don't have like a whole lot of free shit. Like all those DLCs for like even Arkham City are like you still have to pay for.
COD
I mean,
DLCs is still
most
full
of
price.
most of them are like actual like little. They're like 30 hours or something. They're like proper smaller games inside of a bigger game. It's fuck. There's lava.
And you can look up reviews on things, to see if they're actually
Yeah,
getting
they are genuinely like worthy investments. So I do recommend buying DLC, especially for New Vegas.
that generation was a
definitely-
different time than what it is now.
Yeah, DLC is a lot different nowadays.
Yeah,
It
like
depends
so
on what game you play, though.
Yeah, around that time period though, like you said, Fallout New Vegas dropped. We had these good Assassin's Creed games. The DLC's worth it.
I mean, I look at them here and there, and I read what they have, and I consider it, but one step at a time. And right now, I really couldn't do it. Holiday
Financially,
season's
yes.
coming up.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
I mean, that's perfectly understandable. I mean, you don't need to like. They're always going to be there. There's like no time. So like, if you ever like
man.
fancy buying a DLC one day, then you can probably just do it.
I would say you get the full experience from the Fallout games when you buy the DLC, but you can also argue against that and maybe Fallout 4's workshop DLCs.
Oh fuck the workshop shit! Fucking hell! What were they thinking?
Yeah. Season pass.
let's see. Hang on. Bonk is telling me play Black Flag first.
Inferno said something before that of Freedom Cry, which is the name of the DLC. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of lava around me. That's
I'll
making
play
me
Freedom
paranoid.
Cry. Honestly, now these are some games that I definitely need to pick up and play up to as far as I can on the system I have. But the God of War games, I haven't played those in fucking forever.
Yeah, man. Good games.
I really like the first one. I wasn't crazy about the second one because it was too damn short.
Yeah.
I mean, it was extremely short.
So the weapons into the freaking epic chain things, like the yeah. They do bring back that weapon in the latest one. God of War 4, at least the one's currently out.
Yeah, isn't the new one coming out as well?
Yeah, Ragnarok. It's like about to drop on the PS5.
What up? What up, Q, man?
Dude, imagine waiting an entire console generation to freaking drop your next big game.
Yeah,
that's like Nintendo level of stuff.
Now, if you Splicer, you said you had a PS3, right, or a PS4?
Yeah, I do. I actually just bought a PS3 like this year. I bought a slim PS3.
If you like the God of War games, you should play Dante's Inferno.
Okay, I can.
I've heard good things about Dante's Inferno.
I have a big games library as it is, and I need more PS3 games that are like exclusive to that too. But
well, Dante's Inferno came out on multiple systems, but it is on PS3. And if you like the God of War style game, you should really play Dante's Inferno. It's absolutely incredible.
Visceral? Oh, okay, yeah. It's a EA game.
Yeah, it was EA. I made sure it was EA.
I checked this stuff. It's important. But since Visceral's dead, I'll play it just because of that.
Hey, what's up, Canadian? Good to see you
Canadian.
Here. Hey. Oh, and did anyone notice that today is our 80th episode?
I did notice that.
I didn't know. I lose track of things usually.
The numbers.
I mean, when I'm setting up the studio, sometimes I have to go back and look at like what number are we on?
Yeah. 5, 6, 7.
Wow. I mean, think about the fact that here soon we'll be at 100 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And gentlemen, we have a surprise visitor. Welcome, brother.
Hello, everybody.
Look at that.
Yeah, I'm actually at work right now. I'm on my break.
Oh, hey.
Okay. Well,
nice.
Glad you could pop in and join us. How you been? And he's not there.
Mr.
Just
Quentin.
leave.
We were just talking about you.
Yeah, we were.
Nice.
I don't know what he's doing.
He's probably just talking to a colleague or some shit.
He might be. Yeah.
Hate when that
You have
happens.
to come here and say hi. Hatman's in chat.
Oh,
Wait, what? Who?
Hatman.
Oh, hey, Hatman.
Greetings, mentor.
Everyone's showing up.
Greetings.
The gang's all here.
Right. Break out the ale and the wine.
There
I
we
am
go.
rocking
I'm
the
back.
new icon, truly Canadian.
How
Hey,
you
man.
been, brother?
Extremely busy.
I feel that.
Yeah, me too.
I've got a new job. Trying to get a new apartment.
How's Vegas treating you?
And not bad actually. It's not 5,000 degrees outside now, and I can actually walk to work. So
Holy shit, you're in
He's in
Fallout New
Vegas, bro.
Vegas?
He's
Holy
in Fallout
shit, man.
New Vegas.
He's literally in
yeah, I'm
Fallout
actually
New Vegas.
running it right now. you
Everyone,
know.
let's go meet up at Q's place.
What the shit,
I
dude?
had to fight off like 5 death claws just to get to work today, bro. I'm not even kidding.
Sheesh.
He's shooting the lizards, man. Or he
Shooting
could
the
be like
fucking
he
geckos,
could be
dude.
like he could be like Wanderer and steal a hooker's clothes.
Yeah, man.
Wait,
What do you
wait.
mean? That's a daily thing.
Yeah, that is true. That's
Things
an
to do
everyday.
in Las
that's a-
Vegas. Step 1: rob a hooker of their clothes.
I almost thought you said rub a hooker of her clothes.
Doc's here.
Man, look at all these logos.
Wow, man.
Hey,
The gang is
Hey,
the gang.
Looks
The
so
gang
cool.
is all here,
Starlight.
man.
Hold on for a second. I gotta check on something real
Dude,
quick. I'll be
their
right
sideways pictures make so much sense.
Roger,
for this.
Dude, everybody's
good to be,
icons is swagger.
It looks so
It's
good.
good. It's good to be back on the show, guys.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, it sucks you can't stay the whole time, man. But glad to hear that you're doing well. We've missed you around here.
Yeah, I kind of needed to take a mental break from YouTube for a while. Too much
Which is-
drama and not enough fun.
And I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, you know what I gotta do? I gotta find fucking diamonds on Minecraft, man. I'm getting sick and tired of finding coal.
Dude,
Just
the
wanna
minute you
find
find
fucking
diamonds, I'm popping in there and stealing them from you. I'm gonna pull
Oh
an
yeah,
enemy.
fucking try it, dude. You don't have an invite to the realm. LOL.
I don't need the invite. I am the realm.
Holy shit. He is
Q is queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah, non-binary ruler of the Seven Kingdoms.
Ruler of the Dothraki, Khaleesi.
Oh, I mean, if I get 2 dragons, then I'll be Khaleesi. I don't give a crap.
Oh, you had 3. Whoops.
Well, yeah, but you know.
Yeah, you had 3, and then you're down to 1.
Rip.
Plus,
So-
she's good looking, so you know, I take
Hey,
that. All right, dude.
straight banging.
Hey,
I
look,
think
you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
I think you just got to think for Jon Snow is what I think.
Probably.
Everyone's got a thing for Jon Snow. Look at him.
I mean, it's just like everybody has a thing for Ryle Reynolds. That's just facts. I mean, I can't deny it. Everyone would go gay for Ryle Reynolds.
Well, Ryan Reynolds is a handsome man.
He is a handsome lady.
Has the best one-liners.
Oh, for sure.
Yes, master of one-liners, absolutely.
Master of puppets. I'm pulling
If you've
this
if you did, who here has seen him in Waiting?
Yes!
I've seen Waiting
I
like
have.
5,000 times.
Did you just find diamonds?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was only
Rough.
2, but dude, that was so worth it.
Oh, get good.
Hey,
God.
Spooky, good to see you.
It was spooky
Um,
season.
Let's see. No,
Scary skeletons.
if you've never seen the movie Waiting, it's a movie about servers in a
Oh.
restaurant, and Ryan Reynolds is the main character. So if you like Ryan Reynolds movies, watch Waiting. It's hilarious.
How
You said
to
servers and I
spooky
thought
Minecraft
PCs.
games,
Wait, what?
You said servers and I thought PCs because I'm such a nerd.
I'm talking
You
about in a
fucking
restaurant,
I
you
know,
weirdo.
I know. I've been watching freaking Gordon Ramsay shit too. I should know that.
Dude, I watched the entirety of the Hunger Games series last night for the 5th time.
What? Dude.
And I had to babysit my baby nephew, and so I got bored and started watching the Hunger Games, and he just started laughing every time somebody died. So I either put a really bad impression on him, or he's going to be the next Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh man.
I
He's
think
like
you.
gonna be like
Raising
one
a
of the
psychopath,
VIPs.
you.
in
Way to
Squid
go.
Game.
I mean,
Watch
I'm a
Squid Game
ginger. What
next.
y'all expect?
Ooh,
Squid Game is
You
I-
can't use
Look,
that as
I'll
an
say-
excuse.
I
Wait,
mean, I
wait, who
can,
has
though,
not
'cause
seen Squid
technically
Game
it's
yet?
true.
Me.
Widows
I'm on the
hasn't
first
seen
episode
Squid Game.
because it's slow start.
I still haven't finished all of it. Actually,
Dude, Squid Game is fucking good.
I know. Sorry, you came on Netflix. I gotta watch you.
Hi, guys.
Oh,
That way you know that
y'all
I'm not
see the-
being held
So
hostage
did
by
y'all see
anybody.
the,
You have
y'all see
time.
the Chappelle special on Netflix yet?
No, I haven't watched it yet. I want to though.
I've heard that there's some
It's really
controversy behind it.
Yeah, the
We're always
people
with
who
that
are
shit,
upset
bro.
about
It's
it
best.
are they're complete jackasses because he talks about he does make some jokes about LGBTQ community, but one of the things he talks about is one of the women or one of the trans women who stood up for him in all of this. She was bullied for 6 days when she stood up and said, "Look, he's making jokes," and he actually had mentored this trans woman and really helped her hone her craft. Well, after 6 days of bullying, she goes and committed suicide. And
That's awful. Fuck.
and one and and one of the quotes, her name is Daphne. I can't remember what Daphne's last name is, but one of the things that Daphne said was I can't remember the first part of the quote fully, but she said, I don't need you to understand exactly what I'm going through. I just need you to understand that I'm having a human experience. And he said, and that's what I'm trying to do. And he tells this one joke, and he said, you know what? That joke is one Daphne would have loved and laughed at, but she's not here to laugh about it because people pushed her over the edge. I mean, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, I mean, right there, he makes a point. And anybody who says that he was transphobic in anything that he said, they have not actually watched the whole thing. In fact, other trans activists have watched it, like Blair White watched it, and Blair
I
White
mean, like,
was like okay with it. She was like, yeah,
the
let
thing
it.
that you also have to understand is like we're in a society where people white knight for people that like they don't even know. Like
Yeah.
me being non-binary, I make jokes about being non-binary with my friends all the time. Like, hey, I don't know, like I don't know what to dress as because I don't have a gender. So like we make those kind of jokes all the time, and people will say something to me like, "Oh, that's offensive to non-binary people." I'm like, I am non-binary.
Well,
Yeah.
and that right there makes something very interesting. You're not going to make a society more inclusive by excluding people from jokes and by saying these people are protected. You can't make jokes about them. The way you make a society more inclusive is you open up
Take
comedy and
shots at everyone.
you allow them to be part of the joke because
Right.
when people make fun of me for having red hair, people used to pull the whole South Park thing on me, say, you have no soul.
Hey, yo, Ginger
What I
Gang.
did, and yeah, what I did is I used that as an excuse to do the most awful pranks to them. And then my
All right.
excuse was, well, I didn't know it was that bad. I don't have a soul. I can't make these judgment calls. And so it
Exactly.
eventually got so bad and so funny, my friends awarded me a soul when I was in grad school just so I would stop pulling pranks on them.
Well,
What
see,
type
like
of
the other
prank
thing
did you
is
pull?
the other thing that we need to like I think we should address is like the fact that you can be politically correct. We're not saying that you can just go out and say some really heinous crap and call it a joke. There's a difference between making a joke and being offensive just to be offensive. And I think that
Yeah,
people are blurring that line a little bit, and they're like, because like I like there is a certain word that I say because I was bullied about it because I have autism, and I won't say it here because out of respect to widows. But I've had a few people try to say something to me saying that I'm a terrible person for saying said word, but I am using it to empower myself and my friends around me. So like I think that a lot of the time people don't hear context; they just hear a certain word or a certain phrase, and they automatically jump on that. Oh, you're a piece of crap wagon, and that really needs to change because if
yeah.
it doesn't, we're gonna head to a point where like nobody can say anything without like the political correctness police going around checking people's privilege.
Yeah.
Well,
Very
yeah,
well
and
I
if
mean,
the
spoken.
I
dude
think I know
comes,
which word you're on about, to be honest. And I'm gonna be honest, man. When I'm with my fucking friends, I say that word, and
Like like there's
I'm in no
you
right to
can
use it, but I just find it fucking
no like the
hilarious.
thing
So
is like there's a difference between like saying said word. Like if all of us were off air and we're making jokes and one of you guys jokingly called me that, I'm not gonna get offended because I know it's a joke. Now if
yeah,
like you
yeah,
were pointing at somebody and saying, hey, look at this, and they obviously have something wrong with them, then you are a piece of shit. Like that's just my
yeah.
opinion.
yeah. Of course,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're
Well, and
doing
I
it in a
think
demeaning
it's
manner and not like meaning to like genuinely trying to be a terrible person about it, then yeah, you're a piece of
Right,
shit. But
exactly.
if it's just like a joke, then I don't see any issue with it.
And y'all are hinting at something that's the bigger key point. It's the heart of the individual charitable position, or are you just being a jerk? You know, if you're charitable to people or a group of people, and you know, it's one thing to say certain jokes or to say certain things that would be construed as just awful depending on the context. But like, you know, like when I've got friends like all over like the political spectrum. I've got friends who are all different sexual orientations and persuasions, and I say that just to be able to get to this point because I've just got a very diverse group of friends. But like Q is saying, there's that one word that used to say to be offensive to that you and your friends will say. I've got friends that I can say that around, but other friends who are highly offended by it, not because they are easily offended individuals, but it's because for them there is that history and they've had to deal with that word a lot. So I don't say it around them. But there are other jokes I make. Like one of my friends is in a wheelchair, and like she she has a bumper sticker on the back of her wheelchair that says "Zip faster, I hear banjo music." She goes to church and communion, and it's the funniest thing to see that when she's about to go take communion. It is so funny.
Well, dude,
that's just.
I think the other problem is like there like. For instance, there was a stream that I did on my older channel a long, long time ago, and I had to delete it because it was getting so much crap for me saying two certain words that, again, were in a joking context, and all of us were either in that community or had that disability. And when people will clip something and they won't even hear the full context. Like for instance, like if Widow Sons called me the R word, and it was a joke, you and I would know Widows, but like if somebody clipped it and be like, oh hey, look what Widows called Ginger, or Q, like he's a terrible person. Like all he has to do is clip that one little part, and then it makes it look like a whole bunch of crap that didn't really even happen.
Yeah.
And like I've noticed this going on, not just in like on Twitter, but even in our own community. And it's kind of like, dude, we all just need to take a minute and like really understand that nobody here and nobody in this show, nobody like, we're all friends here. And like, yeah, we might have a different sense of humor, or we might find something funny, but like at the end of the day, nobody wants to cross a line to hurt someone's feelings. And I think I think that that's something that everyone should understand, and even I work on it all the time, because there are certain things that I know that I can joke about publicly, and then things that I can't, and I just think that as a whole, I think our community itself and like our society itself really needs to figure out where that line should be and where it shouldn't be. And I think that.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I was just saying, like, I think that, like, as long as you're not like calling someone like a racial slur or something like that, I think that like you should be allowed to say pretty much what you want. Like, as long as it's not violating anything like TOS or like something that's super heinous.
Right. Well, this morning I was sitting at work, and I was and I started watching that old Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, The Running Man. And it was I love that movie. But in the text scrolling at the beginning of the movie, it says that all art, music, books, everything like that have all been censored. And I believe that there are some people that if they're saying hateful things to people, if they're threatening someone, if they're doxing someone, something like that, yes, absolutely, they need to be canceled. Yeah, because those are dangerous games to play.
Well, that's
And
basically
there's no
playing Russian roulette with
right.
somebody's life.
There's no clear winner. Um, but it just got me to thinking, like, you know, a lot of things are kind of being taken away, and some things don't. Like, they're telling people, like, you can't play certain songs, or you can't. Certain books aren't allowed in schools, and all of this other kind of stuff. And that one line just got me to thinking. I'm just like, we're literally turning into a censorship culture. Like,
Yeah,
we are
like
literally
We're all,
1984.
yeah.
we're literally on the brink of, like, you
Dude, we're not on the brink. We're there.
well, what I mean by the brink is, like, there's some cracks in the dam, and the water's getting through, and the dam's about to break.
Well,
Unfortunately, guys,
I
I
mean-
gotta go because I gotta get back to work. But thanks for having me
Alright.
on. I will talk to y'all
dude.
later.
Hey,
bye, dude.
Good
hey
talk.
Q, we
Good
love
seeing
you,
you
brother.
again.
Come back and see us, man.
Yep. Later, guys.
Bye.
Later, man.
So, one of the guys in the movies, he's looking at Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, and he says, "You're one of the men who arrested my friends, burned my songs, stuff like that." And I'm like, Jesus, man, I I don't. It bothers me to know that that's all happening, and
Oh, yeah. Well,
we're. Go ahead.
go ahead, man. No, I was gonna say, like, well, I mean, it's like I'm bothered by it too, because one of the things that really scared me, everybody was talking about the whistleblower from Facebook, and I watched her interview, and I went, this is not good. Everybody is applauding the whistleblower. I'm going to be the one person going out on a limb here saying this is not a good thing that she's doing, because when she exposed those internal documents, where the people within the company wanted to censor speech that they determined was unpleasant. Not that it violated anything constitutional, or that it was actually just speech that was inciting violence or anything like that. It was speech that they just simply didn't like, and they wanted Mark Zuckerberg and the leadership at Facebook to act. What we are going to wind up seeing is, because of this exposure that's happened, and the people of Facebook, the employees, actually want to censor people, they are pushing for the federal government to implement greater restrictions and regulations upon social media. And what we're going to see are companies like Facebook, Google, Apple, Microsoft, all of the big tech players are going to get behind these rules and these regulations that will actually further restrict free speech. And it's going to also further restrict the ability of anybody to enter the marketplace. And you will know that these companies have gotten their way when they start applauding any amount of regulations that start coming down the pike. Just mark my words. Keep your eyes and ears open. When big tech starts saying, we support and will submit to these regulations, you know the game is rigged.
Well, the game's always been rigged.
The game was rigged from.
I mean,
Yeah, but you
honestly,
will know.
Honestly, it's.
But you'll know it's been rigged against you in this even further. Like,
Well, I understand that,
case
but
in
what
point.
I'm saying is the whole idea of it is just a carnival game. Carnival games are rigged, and we all know it. So,
Yeah. Well,
so
it's going to be like, it's going to happen like what they did with Big Pharma. When you look at Obamacare and Big Pharma came out and supported the regulations, that actually meant a lot of the regulations that they had, the small mom and pop stores could not keep up with the regulations. So when big tech gets their way, that means it's going to be that much harder for anybody else to enter the market, and they're going to get a stranglehold. but they're going to enjoy it because they're going to be able to pay off whichever politicians they want or need.
Right.
We really don't even have a republic anymore. We have a corporatist system. It's only represented. It's become more along the lines of some people would say oligarchy, but I'm saying it's corporatism because I'm as capitalist as you can get as far as my principles are concerned. But when you've got just a few corporations in every industry that control everything, and there is no free market at that point because they are the market, that is the most anti-capitalist system you could have.
Yeah.
Deep thoughts today.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Man.
So much thought is in my brain. Actually, I haven't thought about this in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, Wanderer, I'm going to give you your time. We haven't had a review from you in a few weeks, so I'm really looking forward to this.
All right. Well, I'll just quickly close down Minecraft. Okay, so this week I'm basically gonna be reviewing 2 albums. However, one of which is not at the request of Widow's Son. One of them is at the request of Bonk, who sent me one that I was meant to listen to, but I forgot to when I got sent the Down and the Cold records. But I said I'd just shift it to next week. I haven't had time to listen to, fit 3 albums in because I've been kind of sick recently, and also my schedule's been fucked. So I've just done the Ted Nugent one and the Prince Daddy and the Hyena one. So, with that said, excuse me. I guess I'll start with the Prince Daddy one.
Okay.
I'm just getting a drink. Okay, so the album is called Cosmic Thrill Seekers. It was released in 2019. So without further ado, I'll just get into this shit then. So the first track is called I Lost My Life. The opening kind of caught me off guard, and the reason it did was because it was for the most part at the start somewhat acoustic, and I wasn't expecting that for some of Bonk's tastes. However, I was expecting it to switch up at one point, though I didn't know at what point it was going to get a little bit louder and a bit more voluminous. And when it did, I realized oh right, this is just typical Bonk. Shit. So I was like, yeah, I'm probably in for a good time. It was a pretty solid start to the album. It was really fitting opening, some absolutely brilliant guitar work. Vocals were a bit weird at the start, but they definitely grew on me. But yeah, the second song is called Lauren. Opening guitar riff was kind of meh in my opinion, and throughout the song, the same guitar riff is used. It's almost like a chorus, but it's a guitar. But yeah, that was a bit dodgy in my opinion. It kind of wasn't the greatest sounding in my opinion. It could have made the song much better if it was a little bit different, if it was just tweaked ever so slightly. But apart from that, it was a pretty solid song. Then we have Fucking A. I love the title of the song because that's just such a cool saying that I don't say. Yeah, I don't say it often enough because I'm not American, so.
You right.
Well, you should start.
Fucking A, man.
Fucking A.
But yeah, the title aside, this song has a great mood to it. Really good vocals and pretty solid guitar on this one again. The bass was a little bit lackluster on the first couple songs. It was quite hard to hear until later on. Though I am happy to say it does get better. Fucking A out of the first 3 was probably the best one I heard out of the first 3. Though I Lost My Life is definitely a runner-up. Dialogue is the next song. I hated the chimes in it, the triangle-y sounds. I even hate it when fucking Weezer does it, or Billy Cobb does it. It's just ding ding. I don't want to fucking hear that shit, man. I'm here to hear guitar, bass, drums, and fucking vocals. I'm not here to hear somebody play the fucking triangle. But yeah, anyway, that aside.
Wait a minute. Now, now while I get that the triangle can be a little annoying, it is similar and reminiscent to the cowbell from Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult, because you hear the fucking cowbell through that pretty much that entire fucking song.
I don't think I've listened to that album. Or the song.
The song is great. I'll have to send you that Blue Oyster Cult record. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be getting your next two ready here shortly.
All right. Well, I'll actually just send me one. Send me one this week so I can review the one you sent me last week because obviously I
Okay.
only did that. Then it'll be like now we're on an even number again.
Okay, I got you.
Either way,
It's a
with
tough
dialogue aside-
choice this week though.
Well, yeah, it's like the red and the blue pill.
Exactly.
Excuse me.
Mr. I
Sorry,
like
just
coughing
having
in mics.
I was just fucking. I had to mute because I was having a coughing fit again. So moving on from dialogue, we have Cosmic Thrill Seeking Forever. Had a pretty solid tone and mood to it. Guitar was absolutely fantastic. And one thing I did definitely start to pick up on around this point in the album was how everything flows together very nicely. There isn't one song that goes by that you think, oh, well, that's the end of a song. It's time for another one. It feels like one continuous song. And I fucking love when albums do that, especially when it's a loop of some sort. There was one album by Childish Gambino named Because the Internet. That album actually loops. So if you play it on repeat, it's almost like it's never ending. I fucking love effects like that. And having like an album where the songs flow together so smoothly, while it may be a pain in the ass to play live, is very, very, very nice. It makes for a great effect and an overall really nice listening session. And that's when I started to pick it up. But I don't really have much else to say on Cosmic Thrill Seeking Forever. It doesn't really wasn't my like favorite song, but it was pretty good. Slip, however, which is the next song, had a really nice opening to it. A really nice tone, great vibe, great mood, fantastic vocals, and the instrumentation was pretty solid as well. Though at this point, I was like, the lack of volume in the bass is kind of it's irritating me. I need my bass fill, you know. And then we have the prototype of the Ultimate Life Form, which I've actually heard before because Bonk sent me it many moons ago. But yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of the way the song starts, but it is a pretty decent one when it gets into shit. Though it's not my favorite, but it is a pretty good song. I can definitely recommend it. Then we have Breather. Really nice, somewhat upbeat tone and mood for this one. I really dig that because it was somewhat different from the last. Absolutely great guitar, and finally we got some really decent bass in there. Drums were fantastic, and the vocals were also pretty dope as well. Then we have Ursula Merger, another acoustic opening similar to I Lost My Life. I thought that was it was all right. It wasn't bad, but I'm not sure if I'm really a fan of the acoustic stuff that they do on this. The bass again was fantastic on this one. I'm really liking this section of the album because of how much fucking bass there is. Overall, Ursula Merger is a pretty good track. Then we have Dream Nails. I don't like this one as much as the one I'm about to speak about because it's basically while I do like how a lot of the songs flow very nicely together, Dream Nails just feels like it's just here to be a setup for the next song, and that's why I don't really like it as much as the next. But the next is called Come On and Smoke Me Up. Gorgeous tone to it, great guitar, bass was fucking glorious, drums were brilliant, so were the vocals. Absolutely, probably my top track of the entire album. It was so good. Then we have Trying Times. I honestly like this is when I started to kind of fall out with the album, kind of because it wasn't. It started kind of tail off from Come On and Smoke Me Off because it's like I just started to lose interest at this point. So then we have Clonopin. Wasn't my favorite. It was an alright track. I'm not really bothered about it. Then we have the final track, which was the Wacky Misadventures of the Passenger, and I thought it was a pretty solid way at the end of the album. So, no, I think I disagree with my original rating, so I'm gonna rethink this for a sec. I did like the album. I would recommend it if you would like to listen to it.
Yes,
I'd
please
like
send it to me.
I already sent you it like a week ago. If you scroll up in the
Okay.
messages, you'll find it.
Okay.
But I like the way that the album flows together. How every track just feels like a non-stop kind of in your face kind of thing. There's no break in between the songs whatsoever. It feels like one continuous track. I fucking love when albums do that. Though I do think at times some of the tracks were somewhat unnecessary, such as Dream Nails. So I feel like Dream Nails could have literally just been the intro to Come On and Smoke Me Up, and they could have just literally been the same song. I feel like that was only done to extend the album's track list. And I do think, you know, it ended off on kind of a bit of a poor note. I really wasn't feeling the last couple songs whatsoever. And yeah, if it ended on Come On and Smoke Me Up, I'd be happy with that. I'd be really happy with that. So with those criticisms in mind, I'm probably gonna knock this 10 down to a 9.5 now that I've had time to think about it. Just to be a dick as well. But
the first ever demotion.
yeah, it's not like it's bad or anything. Like I fucking loved it. It's just there's a lot of choices I disagree with, particularly between Dream Nails and Come On and Smoke Me Up. And also there's a couple weird tracks. Like Lauren's a bit of a weird one for me because I can't decide whether I like it or not. Dialogue kind of grated on me a little bit, and yeah, that then also there's yeah, that's all I can really think of. But it's while it is fucking amazing, and I would heavily recommend it. Yeah, it's almost a 10. It's a very hard fought 10. However, not there just yet. I'd say it just needs a little bit more time in the oven. So a 9.5, I'm happy with.
All right. Now I want to see if I can guess which one that you're going to do that I sent you.
All right, go on then. Roll as ice.
The Melvins.
Wrong.
Oh, I was
See,
really.
If this was Squid Game right now, you would have been shot dead.
Wow.
Damn. Harsh.
But
Right.
I actually chose to do the Nuge.
The Nuge. Okay.
Yeah. So obviously I've listened to about 3 Ted Nugent records now.
Wait a minute. I've only sent you. No, I did send you. I sent you Free for All.
Yeah, that was the first one I
Self-Entitled.
listened to. Yeah,
Self-Entitled, and this is Cat Scratch Fever.
Yeah, that's correct. I can't actually remember. I believe I liked the previous 2.
You told me you really liked Free for All.
Yeah, Free for All I remember particularly enjoying, though I wasn't quite sure if it was my style or not. I believe.
Have any of your friends heard you listening to the Nuge yet?
To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if my friends don't know who Ted Nugent is.
Good Lord.
I mean,
Yeah, point.
I've got my friend Oliver, who's a big Pantera and Metallica fan. I got him to listen to Down, and he really likes Down now.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm trying to get him to listen to Pallbearer as well.
Which one did you play for him, though?
I believe it was... I told him to listen to Nola first.
Yeah.
But I think he might have heard a song from Over the Under. Because he was... yeah, it was the Tides from Over the Under. Because we all have a collaborative playlist, and that came on when he was listening to it.
He definitely... You need to encourage him to listen to Nola first.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm pushing. Because I feel like if I didn't listen to Nola first, I'd be a lot less of a fan of Down than I am now. Because especially after listening to Over the Under, I've kind of went back and been like, you know, perhaps I treated you too harshly to the other 2 albums. And yeah, no, I'm a big Down fan nowadays.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, you're not the only person that I've met that has said that about Nola. Now, to me, Nola is a fucking masterpiece. It is absolutely incredible from start to finish. And I even told Phil Anselmo himself that
and he disagreed with you.
And he disagreed with me. He disagreed with me.
Damn.
Like I was wearing my Down shirt to the concert that night, and I looked at him and I'm like, man, I got to tell you, Nola is the shit. It's a masterpiece. And he just looked at me and he's just like, I'm like, really? Come on. I'm like, it's a genius fucking record. I mean, Splicer, you even liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me,
wait, Splicers listen to Nola?
Yeah. Because you remember, I told
nice.
you I sent him the record because he was on the road going to see his girlfriend.
Yep. That's Nola.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
And
Yeah, that was a good choice.
And
Something to jam out with.
Yeah, man.
It's one of those that's okay. Now I like Wander. I need to send you. I think I need to send you some old school Skinnerd, some old school Leonard Skinnerd that you might dig.
Yeah.
It's got that southern. I mean, they're a southern rock band, and it's got that feel to it. Like you can hear it in the tone and the groove of it. I mean, there are a lot of songs that they have that are really overplayed. Sweet Home Alabama, for example. Freebird is another one. But when you get into a lot of their older songs, like one of my favorites is "Give Me Back My Bullet," which is just a great fucking song title in my opinion. Yeah, I definitely need to send you some Skinner at some point. Since you've liked Kiss and the Nuge and stuff like that, maybe you dig some Skinner. And since you like Down, I mean Down is definitely, especially on that first record, you know, you really felt that southern groove to it, similar to kind of what Pantera had, but on a more lighter note. And as a matter of fact, Wanderer, I want to tell you right now, since you've listened to Cat Scratch Fever, Pantera did a cover of Cat Scratch Fever that you should listen to.
Pantera did a cover of it?
Yes, they did a cover of Cat Scratch Fever.
That'll be very fucking interesting to listen to, because if I could think of Pantera are a very different style of music to Ted Nugent, in my opinion. Like, when I listen to fucking Pantera, I'm like, piss boiled, fucking blood pumping through my I'm ready to pump some iron, dude. And like, when I listen to Ted Nugent, I'm like, yeah,
good friends and a bottle of pills.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I fucked you in half. I'm gonna go run through a field or something. Half.
Well,
dude, I listened to a song where the chorus is literally "I fucked you in half," and it's not a good friend in the bottle of pills. It's actually "Bottomless Pit" by Death Grips. You should listen to that. You'll hate it.
You'll hate it.
Splicer, have you listened to Death Grips before?
I have not listened to Death Grips yet.
You need to listen to it. I'm gonna Death Grips pill this entire call.
Oh man. Here we go.
Anyway, so I should probably get on with the review now.
But no, you go when the show's over, go and look up their cover of it. They also cover do some good Black Sabbath covers. They covered Electric Funeral, which I know you haven't listened to yet. And then of course you heard Planet Caravan. Their cover of Planet Caravan. That was that. Song. Oh man! All right, go ahead. Let's hear the Nuge.
Dude, actually, to finish off talking about Down and Pantera and shit, my friend who's the guy who I got listening to Down recently, he goes to university with me. We were out drinking one day, and he was like, you know, yeah, I really like Pantera, but if there's one song that I don't really like by them, it's Planet Caravan. I was like, fucking what, man?
Oh my fucking god!
Because he's more like where I like that type of stuff from Pantera and like Down as well. He's more like a great Southern Trendkill type of Pantera fan,
which is a great, amazing, just ungodly, well done record. I mean, I know a lot of people that shit on Trendkill. Like
Trendkill's good.
Trendkill is amazing. I mean,
it wasn't my favorite, but it was good. I think honestly, my favorite my favorite Pantera album's probably Cowboys from Hell.
I thought you would have said VDOP.
Probably followed by Fabian Driven, and then I can't remember the other ones. Reinventing the Steel, I haven't listened to since.
Reinventing the Steel was good, but it had its moments.
Yeah, it's probably the most forgettable Pantera record of mine.
No, I could never use the word forgettable and Pantera in the same sentence. To me, they never put out a bad record. I need to send Splicer some more some of their stuff.
He is so opposed. He is so opposed to using the word forgettable in a sentence with Pantera. He won't even say Pantera is unforgettable in concert.
I don't have to because I've been there. I've experienced it.
Well, yeah,
it was a life-changing experience.
I do think Vulgar Display of Power is probably like my third favorite.
honestly, I can listen to them in order, but if I had to put one above all of them, it would have to be Far Beyond Driven.
Yes, that was a really good one. I'm happy to say that was my first Pantera record.
Far Beyond Driven was really like the first like full Pantera record I ever listened to, and from that moment on, I was hooked.
Yeah,
And it didn't take long, and then like because I was really into Metallica, and then when I found Pantera, I'm just like, yeah, Metallica's cool, but Pantera is way better.
it's like Daniel, the cooler Daniel. Anyway,
All right, so let's
Ted
hear
Nugent.
about the Nuge.
So it was a bit of a weird one, Couch Scratch Fever, in my opinion. But I'll go through the tracks one by one and just explain my thoughts on them. So obviously we have this song, Cat Scratch Fever, which is the most popular on Spotify, on Ted Nugent's profile. I thought it was a pretty alright track. I like the vocals. I thought his vocals were pretty good. The lyricism was also pretty solid. I wasn't really. I don't know if I don't know how I felt about the guitar riff. I guess it was fine, but like I feel kind of indifferent about it, if you know what I mean.
That's like one of the most classic guitar riffs ever. Like when it comes to like classic rock, I mean that's a pretty intense riff. Like I told you about the Pantera cover of it. When you hear Dimebag play it, I mean the Nuge is amazing. Don't get me wrong, as far as his older music goes, but when you hear Dime play it, oh my god!
I imagine that will probably change your life. Like Dimebag is fucking good.
Oh, and it's sad that we live in a world without him. You know, and him and Vinny, you know, both being gone and everything. I've still been hearing rumors that Rex Brown and Phil want to put like a Pantera tribute band together and maybe do some shows. I would love to see that. Absolutely love to see that.
But yeah, I don't know. I felt kind of indifferent about it. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was just kind of there. But yeah, Couch Scratch Fever. It wasn't my favorite track by Ted Nugent, but it was cool. Then we have Wang Dang Sweet Poontang, which is the best fucking title ever. I love that title so much.
Say it again.
Yeah. Wang Dang Sweet Poontang. It's more
I knew you wanted to say it again, so
it's fucking. I'm pretty sure that's like something vagina, but you know. That's a better title than fucking A. That wins today.
Something vagina. What a great title.
Wang Dang Atomic Tango. That question.
Yeah, when you said that, that's all I thought of.
I'm gonna get a mod that replaces that quest title with instead of Wang Dang Atomic Tango, it's Wang Dang Sweet Poontang. I'm gonna get.
There's your new Discord tag.
Wang Dang Sweet Wanderer.
You got a Wango Tango, baby.
That was good. I like the vocals and obviously the lyrics on this one. Guitar riff was really fucking cool. That was a big step up from how I felt on Cat Scratch Fever. So yeah,
I'm
Wang
still
Dang
really.
Sweet Poontang was.
I'm absolutely just dumbfounded that you didn't like the riff in Cat Scratch Fever.
Dude, Wang Dang Sweet Poontang blew it out of the fucking water.
Well, I know that's just because you like the title.
Yeah, well, it's still a bass fucking song. So either way, Death by Misadventure. That's like literally everybody's Minecraft story wrapped up into one song title. I like the bass on this one. The bass was actually quite fucking cool. I thought it was a pretty dope track.
Would you say you're quite based after that?
I'm always based, man.
Totally based, man. Totally based.
The only thing I can do is travel further into the bass side of the force. Then we have Live It Up. Had a really, really fucking strong start to it. Great mood, great guitar, great drums, great everything, man. Live It Up was really, really good. Whew, excuse me. Then we have a Homebound. Homebound is probably my favorite track out of the entire thing. Absolutely fucking fantastic guitar solo. And it like as soon as that came on, I was fucking captivated. I was like, holy shit, this is really nice. And so then we have Working Hard, Playing Hard. I thought it was all right. It wasn't my favorite. I like the guitar opening on this track. That was a pretty fucking cool part. Sweet Sally wasn't quite my style. I'll say that. Wasn't really a big fan. Then we have A Thousand Knives. I enjoyed this one. I don't really have much to say about it, but I definitely enjoyed it. Excuse me, I had a cough. Then we have Fist Fighting Son of a Gun. Honestly, as much as I love the title, I wasn't that big of a fan of this one, really. It was just kind of like, this exists. And then we have Out of Control. I thought Out of Control was actually a pretty solid way to end off the album. It was pretty nice. There's not much I can really say apart from, it had a nice guitar, it had, a nice bass, a nice drums, and some good vocals. Because I had all those things. I thought Out of Control was pretty good. So this album was a weird one because I liked a lot of the tracks, but at the same time it was like, I don't know if this style of music, like classic rock, is really for me. And I've kind of felt this before. Like, as much as I liked Free for All, I had the same feeling, and I think I had the same feeling with the self-titled one as well. I am not sure if Ted Nugent's really my style of music. However, I did really enjoy the tracks that I enjoyed. Specifically Homebound. That was probably my favorite track. So I feel comfortable giving this one a personal rating of a 7, because it was while it was good, I still don't know how to feel about it, and I still don't really know if it's particularly my style of music. I think I've still got some room to grow when it comes to classic rock.
Right. Well, I sent you your one to go along with Melvin's.
Right. So, obviously, I got sent the Melvins last week, which is Gluey Porch Treatments. For those who forgot, I'm going to review that next week. And then we have Full Devil Jacket. This one doesn't have a. Let me just click that link, but try to.
It should be the playlist. It's a self-titled album.
All right, that makes sense. So self-titled Full Devil Jacket. I'm excited to listen to that one. It seems to be a 11 songs. That's pretty good. I'm excited to listen to that one.
Remember, and we'll see. I had never heard of them either, and then that that Typo Negative tour came through, and they were opening for them, and that was the first time I got introduced to that band. And then their record, they put out a record and an EP, and they're not together anymore. So
yeah.
Well, Splicer, I think you and I will do your movie review Thursday.
Okay, that's fine.
That will give you time to watch your next homework assignment.
Yeah.
Which will be not the remake, but the original Evil Dead.
Oh, nice. All right.
Have you ever seen this before?
No.
Very good.
No, the only Evil Dead I know of is Dead by Daylight.
Okay. Yes. So your second movie for Thursday will be the original Evil Dead with Bruce Campbell.
All right. Cool.
All right. Well, guys, I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to wrap it up this week just a little early, but Splicer and I will be back this coming Friday.
Yeah, you said Thursday earlier.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Friday.
Brain fart. But anyway, Splicer and I will be back Friday. Be about, like I said, we'll announce the time. So it'll be sometime between 5 and 5:30 on Friday. And then I have another long stretch at work, and then I will be off the 30th and the 31st. And we are going to do, if I know Wanderer said he has to work, what we're going to try to do is we may try to do 2 shows that weekend if we can work it out with everybody. But if not, what we're going to do, if everyone is okay with it here, we'll do the show on Halloween.
I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but I'll see. I'll let you know.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we could do, whoever could make it, we'll do a Halloween show, even if we have to put like a panel together and we just kind of goof off. So,
yeah.
So we'll do the show on Saturday as normal. So we can make sure Wanderer can be here and everything. And then and then we'll set up a Halloween show. I'll invite a few people. Doc, hopefully Doc can make it as well, and we'll do a Halloween show. So we'll do 2 shows that weekend. We'll do our normal show, and then we'll do a Halloween show.
All right.
All right. Splicer, what have you got coming up?
I have, well, I mean, Wanderer and I both had like the same video but different perspectives coming up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil it. I just know I'm just going to say it's Fallout related. He can spoil it if he'd like to. But other than that, I'm still playing spooky games. So I recorded like a ton of stuff yesterday. I have more Phasmophobia content coming. And I had this really crazy ghost that I had to try and not die to. And it was great. Other than that, yeah, just a bunch of spooky stuff. I'll go back into Fallout once October's like over.
All right. Wanderer, what about you, man?
Well, today I officially started editing my next Fallout lore video, though it will be a slow process. I don't know when it's going to be out. Hopefully sometime soon. But yeah, all I gotta do now is capture some more footage. I've got a lot of B-roll again. Last time it wasn't so bad because I had a lot of B-roll footage I could already use, but this time it's very different. So I've got to go and capture some of that. ETA, fuck, I don't know. Give me till the end of the month. Apart from that, I don't really know.
All right. Doc, you got anything you want to add, brother?
Don't really have much going on, just the usual work, karate, going to some haunted houses. I'm going to try to go to a zombie hayride where you get to shoot zombies with paintball guns.
Nice. Well,
I'm going to try to shoot a few of the zombies in the nuts, because that'd be funny.
Well, all right.
Well, all right, guys. We will see Splicer and I will see everyone Friday. We will announce the time. Be sometime between 5 and 5:30. Be watching the Discord. And then, of course, the weekend of Halloween, we will do our show on the 30th, and then we will set up a Halloween show as well. If you haven't already, go ahead, like the stream. It really helps us out. Hit that subscribe button, get the notification bell on. Also, go and subscribe to The Wanderer, Splicer87. Great content. Always a lot of fun to watch. And I try to stay up to date with them as much as possible. But everyone, we will see you Friday. And once again, we'll announce the time then. But until we see you again, peace be with you.